Hello, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's try to add character physics today. Yeah, not too sure yet how exactly, but we will figure that out. And I'm not sure if the cast sphere is correct, but yeah, we will find that out as well. Because so far we didn't need that, but probably need that eventually. But for now, actually, let's remove that for now. Because I'm not sure if it's correct. Okay, so character collision. Probably we need a new component for that. But do we need? Yeah, probably we need. Actually, yeah, we probably need a component for it. Question is. Yeah, let's do it here, I guess. Guess character collider or. And I do think it's probably very similar to the capsule, I would assume. But I don't think we need a motion type, I don't think. And I'm not sure if we need a layer. Let's see. Let's do half height. No, let's do half height, 0.5 is fine, I guess. Radius 2, maybe. Although that's probably a little bit weird. Let's actually do half height 5, which is basically... And then radius 2.5, I don't know. Nah, that's already kind of weird, but yeah, whatever. Character collider component. Yeah. Let's see, make build that. And then it probably again doesn't do it correctly, which I'm not quite sure why. Hmm. Okay. Now it will work. So let's see what we get done today. Hopefully we can get the physics more or less like a first version finished off. Not sure if we will do the casts of like capsule cast, sphere cast and stuff like that, but yeah. Okay. And then entry point. Yeah, it again didn't. It again didn't generate that. That's so weird. Why would that be? Oh, wait. That was unfortunate, I would say. Okay, now it should work. Yeah, perfect. Okay. Now we do physics, or yeah, physics system. For now, I don't think we will leave it there, but for now we do it in the physics system again. Character collider access. I would assume that is pretty much the same. Again, I'm not sure if we keep that. Probably dynamic. But I'm not sure if we need that. Again, not sure what I need for that. Create character collider. Do I not do that or what? Character virtual settings. Guess I need then a character. What is the difference then to character? Okay, so I guess we would want to have a character then. Maybe. Not a character, but sure. Settings. Guess the layer is initial shape that represents the character. Okay. Let's see. Character. Okay, not quite sure how that would work. I guess we would... Let's try to do a virtual character. It seems like it's the more advanced one, so let's try that. Even though I'm not quite sure how that will work. I guess we still do the character settings then? No, character virtual settings. And that... Okay. Okay. I see. So I guess we do shape here. Capture. Half height radius. I think all this were here, right? Yeah, half height radius, yeah. And then guess we can do that with an offset. In a body shape. Shape offset. It's probably like 3. With the 0. And then a half height, I guess. Oh, well, plus the radius, I guess. Maybe. Well, actually, probably minus. Right, so that it's... No, actually, probably plus. Never mind. So we want to move the shape upwards, right? Probably. And then settings up. Y-axis, I guess. Settings slope. Probably JPA degrees to radians. Let's do 45, I don't know. We probably should expose that though. Character padding. I don't know that. I think that's like how much. Is there a character padding? I don't know. How far we try to stay away from the geometry. Okay, 0.02. Let's leave it at default. What's that default? 50. Let's leave that as well. Let's leave everything at the default, I guess. And then I guess we do that. Plus the settings. Plus what else? Oh yeah, the position and stuff like that, so... Yeah. Guess this. Oh, why is there a body settings? Hold on. Wait, is that not inside? Okay, I see. I see. Maybe we return a character collider then here. Or like a character controller. Because guess we need something in physics then to represent the player. probably. Character.age. Although I guess we could do using character is Onyx physics jolt character. Hey, do proprietary engines mostly write their physics themselves or use physics or short? They use, I mean physics. Do I know an engine that uses? Yeah, I do know an engine that uses physics. Most of them use Havoc, I would say. Most of them use Havoc, or yeah, physics, I guess, is the second closest probably. Although all the big engines I know use Havoc. But it's unfortunately you have to pay for it. It's I think from Microsoft or Microsoft bought the guys that did Havoc. Yeah, okay, and yeah, you see it already. Unreal Engine uses it as well, right? Yeah. It's pretty much the standard in most games. Yeah, it's Microsoft. Since a couple of years it's Microsoft. I think already quite long actually. Do they have like a portfolio? But I think it's pretty much everything. Yeah, like Doom exactly. Like, yeah, you can see here. It's like pretty much all AAA games. No. I mean, they write the layer on top of Havoc, but yeah, the physics in itself is Havoc. They just write, as I do now, they wrap around jolt, right? Just so that if you want to swap it, you easily can swap it without changing the rest of your game. So you wrap it a little bit, but yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much all of the AAA that you can see here. See, I wasn't sure because a part like of my company worked on that game. I wasn't sure if they use Havoc, but I suspected that they do use Havoc as well. As I said, it's pretty much that. Yeah. And if you use Unity, well, Unity, I'm not sure which one it internally uses because they cannot give you a license, right, with it. And I guess Unreal as well, probably Unreal and Unity by default. If you just have the free license, it doesn't use Havoc, but you can add it. But standard, it's not there because, I mean, yeah, you don't have the license for it. class character virtual, I guess. Now we do class character. And basically we have a private unique pointer here. Now we do a JPH character virtual. And then it's just about adding everything together here. So we do jolt character. Well, I guess jolt character. And then I think we just had it outside here, character.cpp. I'm not sure if I stick with that it's called jolt before, but I guess it kind of makes it a little bit nicer. To be honest, I can't really evaluate that. It's a little bit above like what I used Physics Engine for. Havoc is specifically for games, I would say, or like primarily done for games. Physics is not primarily done for games in the past. So that is one thing I would say that's different. But as I said, I know at least one engine for AAA games that doesn't use Havoc. They use Physics. But yeah, I don't know. Never really compared them on that like small level, I would say, to be able to give you now a definitive answer. Sorry for that, but yeah, I don't want to claim something that I'm not confident in, so that's mostly. Only thing I know is, yeah, that Havoc is built for games primarily, and they have like really good support usually as well. And I mean, you have to pay for that. That's like a downside, and that's probably like one of the reasons why jolt got created, right, by the people of Horizon. Because I assume they didn't want to pay for it anymore. So I guess... well, we would want to include none of those, sorry. I think we would want to have character here. Ah, jolt character. Okay. And probably what we will do is none of that, and just say return character. position, rotation, half height, radius. Let's do that, I don't know. Short character. Oops. What was my rotation? Was it a rotor? Probably. And then we had float 32 half height, float 32 radius. And let's leave the other things out for now. And then let's go. Okay, well, that worked great. Yeah. Why Pragma once? Onyx, physics, jolt. Jolt character. And then character. Oh. Can you stop including that up here? Thank you. Now we do a capture shape here. That's about it. Do we even need the body interface then? Probably not. M layer. Probably we want a new one. Correlation layers. Settings. But actually we don't do that. We don't do that. We just do M character. Let's make unique. Hmm. Okay, and then in position, in rotation. JPH, back 3, position. JPH. Mat 44 probably. Or was it a quaternion? Oh, it's quaternion. Okay, what else? User data and the and the physics system. Probably jolt physics system. Let's do 0 here for now, and then system get okay. Probably fine. No? You want to have them as a ref? What? Oh, and then get system as well needs the address or what? Okay, yeah. Okay. I guess we don't need the user data. What can we use that user data for? Not sure. Oh, but we can get the ID of the character. I mean, maybe that would have been good enough. I don't know, but yeah. But I think we need a wrapper anyways for most of that stuff. I guess we'll do a get linear velocity. probably a set linear velocity. Oops. Oh, and then this. Is that not it? Oh, it's first the system, okay. Okay. Fair. I don't know if we need more. I guess a bool. Okay, I cannot do that here even. Okay. Because I don't want to pull in the logic here. Makes sense. And then I guess we need some update here. Okay. Hmm. I guess it really... I guess we have the two different types of characters. So this one seems to be a little bit more complicated because it handles slope and stuff like that. And I think the other one doesn't. Okay, I see. So I guess we would want that for things that are more expensive. And normal AI probably just use a character instead of a character virtual. Not sure how I would change, or like how I would differentiate them logically. That makes sense, but yeah, that's the thinking behind it, I guess. I don't like the name virtual, so I think we'll need something else. But yeah. Let's add those functions for now. Pool character is supported. And we can actually do an assert here. Although, do we need to? Probably not. Actually, we can do an assert here. Okay, actually, it doesn't really matter, right? I guess it just always is there. We don't need to necessarily assert it. Get linear velocity. And then void character set linear velocity. Is that not it? Why would it be marked const? Doesn't make any sense. Let's remove that. Okay. And we need probably an update function. Of some sort. Unless that's the physics word. Okay, let's do physics system. Do I have an update? I do have an update. I guess we could do it here then, right? We could step here as well the players. I don't see why we couldn't do it here. I'm not even sure if I would want to rely on physics jolt for all the slope management. Or maybe. Let's actually read a little bit more. If there is more. Okay, oh no, so that one is simple for characters, okay. Set linear velocity, yeah. Since the character is not added to the word. Okay. Stair stepping, blah blah blah. Oh, I see. Okay. So I guess for characters we really want to use that, maybe? Let's look at that. Add to physics system. Okay. M standing shape. What is an M standing shape? Is that here? M standing shape, yeah. 0.5 is character height standing, character radius. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I'm not quite sure where that rotated translated shape settings comes in. But fair. Because I'm not sure how it decides that it's a capture. Guess here and then somewhere. Yes, shape type. No, I guess based on that, no. M standing shape. I thought that would be not a shape itself. But okay. Where would that be? Character base. What is a rotated translated shape? Don't we need to do the capture somewhere? Oh, okay, I'm blind. Okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Okay. Doesn't rotate it, it just offsets it and then, okay, yeah. And then character virtual, how does that work? Pretty much the same. The M shape and the M inner shape. Now we have a debug renderer, prephysics update. Prephysics, okay. Okay. Let's see. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'm not sure how to name them yet. Need to think about that a little bit. Oh, we'll get a coffee while I think about that. Be right back, I guess. Alright. Be right back. Text gone. Good. Microphone on. Perfect. I'm not sure what to name them. quickly check again. So the only thing is, oh, okay. Hmm. I'm trying to find a name for both of them. Maybe we do character and virtual? I don't know. Or maybe we do it internally and we basically have another pool here. Like step. It's like neat step size or whatever, which is basically the stair stepping thing, and with that we define if it's like an advanced one or not. Maybe we do that a little bit better in the future, but although, hold on. Both of them are character bases, right? But then yeah, maybe not. Let's do let's keep that as the character for now. Oh, we will deal with it later, I guess. So probably we want to have get character. Yeah, probably. Something like that. Oops. Well, actually, we could do it like that. Oops. And then in physics, oh, that's a big question, right? So in game core, we have a Well, a physics update here. But I guess what we would want to do pre-physics. And basically we would want as we can do them in parallel, we will do that in parallel. So we get character colliders. And we just need a read. What do I need? For the extended update. Update the character position. But where is the velocity? Or is there none? Is the velocity just that? Because at that point then probably we just need the character collider component. Probably not even that. Well, yeah, maybe that. Maybe character collider, then nothing else. I think at that point, actually we will do it slightly different then. We'll do it like that for now. That is physics character collider. How is that incomplete? Why would that be incomplete? But okay. And then the idea would be that we have the correct character collider here. And then that would be character. And then physics system update character collider character. Ha, now it works. Perfect. Okay. And then we don't do that with this, and we add a character collider to it. Oops. Hey PJBG, how are you? Welcome, welcome. Okay, well, we don't do it actually like that. Sorry, I will not do the character collider like that. We do it slightly different than. Not quite sure how yet, but we will do it different. Why is then suddenly. What is wrong? Do I need another axis here? Or what? Can't be that, right? No. Why would you want that? Yes, I did. For 5.5 years, I think. Yeah. Something along those lines. I have. Why would that not work? Because I mean, this clearly works, right? Okay, and what's the difference then? Character collider. Don't need to do it like that or what? Oh, I guess okay. I was on the gameplay team, mostly responsible for the game modes. So we added like the pick and ban back in the day, as well as the playlist like revamping and like adding unranked and all those kind of things. And worked a little bit on the cup or whatever it's called now, like the competitive 5 versus 5 tournament thing. I worked a little bit on that, or like helped with that, but it was released after I left already. I think it's released, right? Yeah. I'm actually not sure. Why do I need to do the full namespace here? But okay, whatever. I guess it's fine. As entity, I guess, and then character. That doesn't work as well, or what? As entity. That should work. That's weird. Nice. Hello. Yeah, there's a couple of things that are named that, or like have a similar name. Character entity. Why does that not work? Oh, is it because it doesn't like... I think I know what it doesn't like. How can we fix that? Yeah, I did. I guess we could put the pointer here then. I guess. But then we need to store it somehow different. But I guess that's what it doesn't like. I assume. Yeah, okay, yeah, that was it. Well, I guess that then I can get rid of that. Yeah. Questionable. Why you want to complicate it for you or what? But I mean, it's just getting used to it. It's actually, because you're new here, I will show you what we have. So let's comment that out. I don't know if it builds now. Let's see. It doesn't, of course. Because we have this one here, which for now we comment out. Where do we need to comment it out? I don't think so. Do I not have position, rotation? Return type out of line definition, okay. Oh wait, is it? Oh, okay, yeah. I guess we can include the character then here. It's just a forward declaration, I think. Well, it's not, but I guess for now it doesn't really matter. Thank you. Yeah, the plan is to have some things stay like basically I wouldn't say like, of course not AAA because I'm alone working on it, but somewhat a decent engine that people can use and do games with in the future. So I want to provide, and the goal is to have it at a state where you don't need to know programming. So that would be the plan. Okay, so that should build again, I think. Yeah, I'm trying to get it to build again. Trying to get it to build again. Character virtue. Oh, is it that? Character and character. Probably. And then we go to the CPP. Actually, then I don't want to have this constructor here. No, it's not your fault. All good. You don't need to say sorry. Oh yeah. Okay. I think that should be better, hopefully. Maybe not. Oh, okay. Yeah. And then while we're at it, maybe actually Do I bring... Nah, it's fine. No, let's bring it back because it's a little bit nicer to look at, I guess. Yeah, this one. I think we are good. I think it looks fine. I think it compares again. Yeah. Well, let's quickly restart because I'm not sure if it compared the grid. And then we're good to go. So yeah, the idea is, so we have, well, this is currently work in progress, right? This thing here, which is our asset browser, basically. So you can ignore that. So what else do we have? Well, we have debug views for the mouse and the keyboard, which is not really that important, but yeah, that's that. And then one big thing is that everything is like the whole render pipeline is based on a render graph. So if we open that, oops, data render graphs default, then yeah, that's basically the render pipeline, how it basically is in a scene view. So that way you can data drivenly say which features you want, and for example change the tone mapper if you want to, and stuff like that. Hey, Captain Chico. And well, then this is basically used in scenes. That's the scene editor. And what we currently added is physics, basically. Or what I'm trying to do is a character physics controller. So yeah, we have the terrain here, which is a volumetric terrain, so it's not a height map. Oh, actually the grid works, so what? Ah, no, it doesn't. Okay, I need to fix the grid, I think, right? I think, yeah, exactly here. The grid is not depth tested. Exactly. And then, yeah, well, we have basic physics already for other objects, but not the character. So if I put that to 200, right? That's what we did yesterday. And we add a box collider here, 50, 50, 50. Then we have the debug rendering here, and if we make it dynamic, it will fall and then stick to the terrain. It's ImGUI as well. It's ImGUI as well. Because ImGUI is just the most straightforward, and for an editor it's more than good enough. Yeah, it is. You can do anything you want with it, pretty much. ImGUI. I mean, as you see, it's like heavily customized. Like all of those are custom, basically. Thanks. Alright, let's get back to the character stuff. Although I am doubtful that we will get that done today, just by the fact of that I kind of misjudged how much work it would be. Okay, well, oh wait, physics system, we were there. Physics system. Okay, let me rethink. So basically, how would I want to do that actually? Rename what? What do you mean? No, it's that we need the character controller. Currently I only have like box and spheres collision for the terrain, and we need of course a character controller as well. And the thing is, I'm not quite sure how to do it like in a nice way. So this is definitely wrong. Actually, hold on, character CPP, maybe? Okay, maybe not. Here, character CPP. This one. What does this return as an ID? Character ID. But what is that? Character ID. It's a UN32, okay. Okay. So what we could do is return that out. Physics system. Character ID. And then we basically return that out. The question is then, can I get that out nicely? It's the other way. Question I have. So basically get... Well, okay, let's not do that, I guess. We need to go further down. In here, and then here M system. Character. Get body interface, maybe? Okay, maybe not. That's the weird thing. What do I do with the character ID? Can I do something with that? Because I don't think I can... Probably can't. Let's actually go... I don't know. Do I want to go there? Yeah, I try to not use it too much, but I mean, I could, I guess, but I really don't want to activate. No, wait, there was actually the sample, right? So it initializes that. That's weird. Whatever that is. Install contact listeners, that's fine. Exactly, but he adds it somewhere, doesn't he? Maybe not. Was I imagining that? Thought there was something with the activate, add to physics system, exactly. But then I guess it doesn't do anything with that. I guess we could find what that does. Well, the add to physics system is probably just for the character, probably. Because that one has an actual collision, right? Add to physics system, exactly. Can I somehow go to the CPP, please? Thank you. Get the body interface, okay, yeah. And then he adds the body. That's fair. Unfortunate. Okay, so that's that. Okay. Then I guess we store it internally. Then I guess what we will do is in our jolt physics system, which actually is a little bit misnamed by now, but fine. We as well have a dynamic array of unique pointers of characters. Or actually, let me think a little bit. Maybe we don't need that. Can I somehow... Guess we would need a character move constructor. Oops. M character std move m character. Oh well, let's do that. Let's put here. Oops, it's fine. Okay, I can type character. Thank you. Hey. Is that not STD move like that? Thank you, Captain Cheek. I really appreciate that. Guess we could do that. maybe? No, that's wrong. Can't I? Why do I not? Is it that I need to do that? Oh, it's maybe that, yeah. Oops. Oh, that makes a little bit more sense actually as well. And then probably we need an operator as well. Maybe that's already good enough, I don't know. And M character is std move other dot M character. Alright, maybe that's good enough, I don't know. Let's see, can I now do in my physics system, not that one. I still need to rename those before submitting. Well, I kind of submitted them already, but I still need to rename them. Can I now do that without an error? I think I can, it seems like. Well, never mind. We don't have that here. But why would that fail? Because I'm not doing a copy. But something is wrong here, which doesn't allow me to do that, which I'm not quite sure why. Because it seems it needs to be somehow copyable, which I don't really like. Or does it need a default constructor? Is that maybe it? Nah, right? If it's that, that would be even weirder. Wait, maybe. Okay, that was it. It was missing a default constructor. That's weird, but fine. Okay, then we have basically that. Well, we need to add this function now. But what did you do? Did you do some cleanup for the unused code or what? Ah, yeah, okay. Thank you. I will look at it after the stream, but thank you. I really appreciate that. I'm saying it again, you don't have to do my work or my cleanup, so I'm really grateful for it, especially what you did with yeah, yesterday with the unused stuff, the macro. That was really nice. So yeah, really appreciate all of that. What? Oh, it would be const right here. Maybe I need a right here. Probably it's a right because it actually is an update, right? Now we go here and then we need to add that. Well, actually, probably character. No, I mean, let's go further down, that's fine. Do I need that? All of that work? Nah, it's fine. I think let's not do that. So it's slightly different. Let's do it slightly different. Well, actually, let's do that. Probably we do that. I think I will. Yeah, I think I will. Actually, I think I will do it completely different. Never mind. I think what we will do is here have a dynamic, probably a dynamic array. Yeah, why not actually? Of characters. Why do we do that actually internally, I would say? I think that's the cleanest because maybe another physics system does it different, right? So let's do that internally. I don't mind, yeah. And I won't I don't know how to say it. I won't complain, but I still want to ask why you help. But I'm glad that you do, but I'm still confused. But thankful. Let's just return the character ID here. Oh, okay. Well, but then still you could work on your own stuff. characters and place back. Broke my stuff, I need to fix it. Well, AI can fix it for you. Didn't you use AI already for like a couple of things? Auto. Let's do an auto here, why not? A new character. Get ID. No discard. Character ID. Well, I guess we could forward declare that, right? But I guess we could as well just do a U32 for now. Okay. I see. Well, as I said, I'm super grateful, but again, you never feel like you have to, please. Or that I take it for granted. I don't. Get value, maybe? Yeah, okay. Oh, and then we need to static cast that. Well, actually, enums to enum, I guess. To do move character ID to separate pattern. So we don't, we can actually return a character ID right away here. Okay, so we do that. The question is, why do we even do a make unique here? Probably as well not really useful, actually. Actually, probably not very useful at all. I think we can just do that. Oops. No, I can just do that. And this is just character here. And that makes it a little bit nicer. Probably. And then in the update, oh well, but okay, we still want to probably multi-thread that, right? Potentially, so that's why. Okay, okay, I think we still want to do that, so we give it a character ID. And we basically say update that one. And that should be fast enough there. M characters. Actually, at that point, it's probably easier to. I mean, let's see what the character ID is, but let's try that. Update. Probably with the physics system here, if I had to guess. Is that not it? Oh. Actually, let's just do ID here, because, I mean, it's already in the name of the class. Okay, yeah. Then we go here, and we do an update function here. Physics, jolt physics system. Now we need all of those, okay. Delta time, gravity, and all of that crap. Okay. But I think with that, it's a little bit nicer because we don't leak out the rest, which I think is better. I think we will call that as well body ID just in the future. And then we go to the physics system in-game core and adjust that. Yeah, I don't think we will be able to do that today, just because of how different that is actually. Yeah, we could actually have that here, but whatever. And then let's just read actually at that point. Oh. Character ID. Yeah, okay. Although we could actually maybe... Again, we could do it slightly different. Let's see. Let's do it like that for now. It's fine. Probably... Can I somehow push stuff into the update? I guess we could do that. Guess we could add the jobs here to actually do... But maybe that's not what we want. I don't know. I was thinking about that. We could multi-thread the character update here in jolt, but maybe that's not really what we want. I think I will... I wanted to get this done today, but it's just more work than I thought. So I think I'm not that motivated to continue today anymore. I think I will call it a day, spend some quality time with my fiance, get some food. Yeah, we will... I don't want to say that I will be back tomorrow. Worst case, like the usual streaming schedule, Wednesday, right? But maybe as we are on a good progress with the physics, let's actually continue. So yeah, let me actually quickly do a to-do. Edit new buffer. So what we need is character collision, of course, using character, well, jolt character virtual, and rename jolt physics system to jolt physics word, probably, or just physics word, as it's more like that conceptually. What else? I move character ID and body ID into own header, and then terrain texturing, basic texturing. I guess we don't need like super sophisticated one, but a little bit. And I think with that it would be more or less done. Yeah, it's still a couple of things, but not anything big. So those are just renames, and blah, that's like super fast. That one I have an idea, and it's like probably fast as well. And then this one is still the one we're currently working on. Actually, grid depth test. That one would be nice as well, but that's like an optional thing. And with that, we would more or less done with 06, so I think it's still doable to do. I mean, definitely end of the month. I still need to write the release notes and everything. But yeah, it depends really on how fast I am with the release notes, because I think that list, it's doable end of the week. Easily, I'd say. Unless we find a roadblock, but so far it looks pretty straightforward. Alright. Thank you very much for joining though. We did some progress. I thought that the character would be simpler, but it seems like, yeah, there's like a differentiation between two different character types. I didn't see that initially in the documentation. I just thought I add a character and that's it. But the character virtually, it seems like what we want for the player. And it needs a little bit more work. Well, not a lot, but a little bit. Because it's a different type of thing compared to the other bodies. I will check out the pull request you did, Captain Chica, for the readme. Thank you very much, and see you maybe tomorrow, latest on Wednesday. Have a great rest of your evening. Bye bye.